Welcome back, folks. The last time we left off, we were playing Star Control 2, the Ur-quan Masters. And I discovered that, unbeknownst to me, there is basically a hard time limit that you have to do all the things and complete the game. And so I've been kind of rushing around like a lunatic, trying to basically get the critical missions done so that I have enough time to go and actually fight them at the end. I do believe I had just barely made it. If you look at our manifest here, I do have everything that I need. I don't mean that. The talking pet, the three things that you need is the talking pet, the Ur-twig bomb, and the sun device. Okay, this is what the three things that you need to initiate the end game. Okay, so I didn't. Oh, and one more thing. This Burvix caster, I used it in the video, but I didn't explain what I was doing. Basically, you need this, or there's another caster you can use. There's two ways to get a proper caster. You use that to get rid of the Illwrath. You need to get rid of the Illwrath because they're somewhere in their territory that you have to go to, but you can't initiate that until the Illwrath are gone. The Illwrath have to be gone before you can do that, so you need to send them away. There's quite a few things you need to do in order to get ready to initiate the end game. Okay, a lot of those things I hadn't really gotten very far done by the time I had discovered what how strict that time limit is. One thing that I did discover is that if you do the Ur-twig very early, before they start on their death campaign, then you can get an extra year game time. You can get an extra year game time in order to do the mission. So really, you should make that a priority, is getting that Ur-twig mission done if you can, before the death march continues. So we don't have very much time. Okay. I have basically, they're going to destroy the Suffux and the Ur-twig. They're going to come down for the Yeehot, for whoever. And uh-oh, the Illwrath are still there. Uh-oh. That's really not good. That is really not good. But, well, nothing to be done for it now. If I can't do it, I can't do it. This may, in fact, be the end of the game, folks. I may not be able to do anything. If those, the Illwrath do not actually leave because the Thradish are dead, then I am SOL. I'm SOL if the Illwrath are going to block that because they didn't move. And there's nothing I could do except start over at a much... There's nothing I could do except start over at a much earlier save point, which I'm not going to do. I'm not going to do... Not at this time. Maybe I would do it again sometime in the future and be a little bit more strategic about it. But there is no... well, we can just go and see. I think this just proves I'm going to lose the game here. Well. We need to go to these guys. I really hate fighting the Illwrath. Okay, that's nice. I'm going to read this. We have explored the interior of the starbase and found it abandoned. Computer records show that the Ur-quan put the starbase in orbit around this world after defeating the Chinjesu and Mimnurm. The Mimnurm are a race from the previous game, which I don't think they appear in this one. From what we can determine, the Chinjesu and the Mimnurm, who were assigned to this base, set up mindless robots to run the station, and then somehow return to the surface of their planet, penetrating the slave shield. Further analysis of the starbase's databanks show that the Chinjesu and Murnurm were exploring synthesis schemes to create a hybrid race, half Murnurm and half Chinjutsu. The robots who run this starbase are armed and will not permit us to scavenge materials, so we're returning to the ship. In transmission. Oh, we can talk to him, I guess.
Begone, humans. We would very much like to tear off all your digits and be entertained fitting them into your orifices. But we are on an evil jihad and cannot be bothered killing you at this time. Perhaps later.
Oh. Okay, so some time has passed. Hopefully the Ur-quan are going to move. If they do not move... Oh, they are moving. Oh, but that's going to take a long-ass time. Oh. Well, we're basically going to have to wait until they're gone. We're going to have to wait until they leave, because... I don't think we can do this until they are, in fact, gone, but we'll see. We're going to find out. We're going to scan it. Well, we can't auto-scan it. Okay. Well, but we do have the manifest, and we have our devices. What we're going to do is the whole reason we got the Sun device, and the Melanorme hinted at that, is that we should be able to use it. You know, when we explored the station just now, they said, okay, they're trying to merge to one race. Well, this is supposed to take some amount of time, but if we use the Sun device, it should... it should result in that transformation occurring more quickly. Thank goodness. It looks like it's going to work. And, the Ur-quan...
We are free. You have flooded our synthesis mechanisms with a wealth of radiant energy. What was supposed to take decades has been accomplished in seconds. The process is incomplete, yet we have emerged. We are the chmmer. Who are you?
I'm so happy that works, and that I don't have to wait for the Ur-quan to actually be gone. You just have to set him to leaving, without actually waiting for them to leave before you can do this. That was a critical step to initiating the end game. I am Captain Zelnick of the Starship Vindicator.
Why have you interrupted the process?
We struggle to free all races from the Ur-quan. We need your help.
Your need must be great for you to have risked so much just to bring us from beneath the shield. We were not ready, but this is now in the past. What is done is done. You are intent on stopping the Ur-quan. Very well. We are prepared to assist you in whatever way we can. We must first tell you that even before we were placed under the slave shield, we realized that the only way to truly defeat the Ur-quan was to first destroy their precursor battle platform, the Samatra. This vessel was responsible for the victory of the hierarchy over the Alliance. When it was brought to bear against our worlds, we could not resist it. This must be your priority. This must be your eventual goal. We know what is necessary to achieve this end, but first we must know what you have already learned. So we will scan the databanks and logs aboard your ship. There. The process is complete. Now we can discuss what you must do. You need to locate the Ur-quan's Samatra vessel. If you cannot find it yourself, ask those others who are near the Ur-quan. Perhaps they will know. We have detected the presence of a Nyari aboard your ship. Though the being is darkly evil and incredibly dangerous, the Tallow device you possess has effectively nullified the creature's power over you. However, it will do a most excellent job distracting the Ur-quan long enough for you to approach the Sumatra and destroy it. You possess an antimatter bomb. This is good. But had you activated it, the device would have annihilated your ship and everything else within 500 kilometers. Even so, we will have to improve this device, magnify its power with our crystal technology. The destructive potential of this weapon will then make it suitable for the most important task you will ever undertake: the neutralization of the Sumatra, the Ur-quan's nearly invincible battle platform. You are fully prepared for the undertaking. There is every chance that you will be able to destroy the Sumatra and stop both the Ur-quan and the Ur-quan.
Oh man. Can you provide us with any other assistance?
Because your flagship will be substantially weakened by our modifications, you may require additional combat vehicles for protection, so that you can approach close enough to the Sumatra to detonate the weapon. We will provide you with the designs for our new Avatar-class fighting ships. In competent hands, these ships are a match for both the Ur-quan and Ur-quan vessels.
So what happens now?
We will now fit the precursor weapon and our own crystal amplification system to your vessel by routing a portion of your flagship's fusion power through the weapon's ignition chamber. Its destructive force will be multiplied by a large factor.
I have a feeling that's going to slow down my firing rate. We'll fire this weapon at the Sumatra, right? It's not going to hurt my ship, is it?
Your vessel will be totally annihilated.
Well, that sucks. Whoa, gee, that's bad. I don't suppose there's anything we can do to change that, is there?
No.
Okay, very well. Proceed with the modifications.
The completion date for your vessel's modification is roughly 2 weeks hence, so that you and your human companions may make any necessary preparations at your starbase. We will now transport you and your crew back to Earth immediately. Good luck, Captain.
Okay, so 2 weeks. I'm not happy about losing 2 weeks, but okay. We don't really have a lot of time.
Hello, Captain. I have some information I think you should hear. We have made a formal alliance with the chmmer. Their ships can now be built in our shipyards. Also, in the 2 weeks that have passed since the chmmer began to work on your vessel, they attached the Utwig bomb to your ship and have also put in place their own crystalline amplification devices to boost dramatically the power of the weapon. This work is now complete and your flagship is ready for whatever final modifications you desire. The chmmer technicians wanted me to explain to you that the bomb and its crystal power boosters are fragile and cannot be moved from their positions at the back of your vehicle. Now I have some bad news and some good news. The chmmer had to remove all your main modules, weapons, crew pods, and the whole lot, including your emergency warp escape unit, so pick your engagements carefully, Captain. In addition, their equipment now fills the rear 10 slots, leaving you only 6 for your own modules. But here's the good news. The chmmer have provided us with an unbelievable wealth of minerals and other resources. We no longer have limits on what we can build for your flagship or your fleet.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. This is brand new to me. I did not know that it was going to be that rough. Oh boy. Because I was kind of thinking I was going to be able to use the flagship, and now it looks like that's not going to be the case. Okay, well, you know, I will just go ahead and when I get to that mission, I've read a little bit about it. It seems like it's going to be tough, and I'm just going to have to hope for the best, and I'll always can restart it if I don't do well enough. Commander, would you repeat what you told me? No, don't need that. Goodbye.
We're all depending on you. Goodbye, and good luck.
Oh man, that's not good. That means you can't. That means you can't. Oh boy. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We want a Shiva furnace. We want at least one crew pod. We want actually. We don't want point defense, we want the Hellborn cannon, I think. We only need one of those. We're gonna need at least one crew pod. Yeah. We're gonna need one Shiva furnace at least. We want 2 tracking cannons. And I think another Shiva furnace. That's going to be real rough, although I don't know. That's still going to be tough, I think. It's not going to be easy. Let's see how many crew we can get. I think, what, 50 maybe? Yeah, 50. Well, we're just gonna have to deal with that, I guess, because even that weapon is not gonna be as good. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Now, what I think I'm gonna do here... So I think the reason they probably did that is to make you actually use the ships on your arsenal. Which I suppose is okay. I know I didn't really test this out very much, but I don't think I liked it all that well. It was not my favorite thing, though. We're going to keep the Spathy one, because that one is quite useful. And, we're mainly going to get these ones. Because they can hold a lot more guys, and they're actually, I played with them slightly in the sort of off melee mode. We're gonna get rid of these. We're gonna get rid of this one. Quite unfortunate. I would probably make another Spethy one because they do have their uses. But the Spethy are dead, so I can't do that. I am going to get some human cruisers. I think I'm going to get 2 human cruisers because they can be useful. I don't want a whole lot of those, but there are situations where they can be pretty useful. Just because of that super long distance they have. What's going on here? But the rest of them we're going to fill out with these chmmer of avatars, which are, in fact, pretty good. It's kind of a nice little touch for the end game, making it so that you can basically buy whatever ship layouts you want. Yeah, but these are definitely the most powerful ships I think we can get access to. So actually you have to do that, like, you have to do like one crew at a time. Oh well. Almost finished here. Alright. We exit here. We're going to make a save before we go anywhere. As soon as we depart the starbase, we're going to make a new save. Let's see. Call this 53. We're going to navigate. And we're going to get out of here. Actually, I want to check the star map. Alright. So where we have to go, I think we'll have plenty of time. I don't think the Supuks or the Ur-quan will even get destroyed by the time that we do it. We need to go to Delta Crateris is right there. That's where it is. The faux pot pick or whatever. They actually told us about that location, and so did the Melanormi. So we do know about it from previous videos. Although I didn't remember, I'll be honest. I did go and look it up. But I had already found the information. I just didn't feel like looking back through the videos to see what it actually was. Yeah, I can imagine when you first were playing this game, you want to take pretty good notes to make sure you know where everything is. Anyway, we go to quasi-space. We go up here. And before we go down into this portal, we're going to make another save. Just to be sure. And then we're going to head out there. Oh crap, I'm out of fuel. See, that's exactly... That's exactly why I made that save. Because I forgot to put in fuel. Because I'm a dummy. Don't be like me, folks. Make sure you fill up. That's why I made that save. Could you imagine if I didn't? Oh, that was dumb. That was really dumb. What? 10 fuel is all I can carry? Okay, I did something wrong. Did I not put a fuel tank on here? Oh. I think it's actually more important to keep the tracking system. think this is the one we want. Yeah, okay. Oops. That was really dumb, I'm going to admit. However, fortunately I made a save right when I did, so I didn't have to go back and, I didn't actually lose very much time, really. But this should be plenty of fuel to get to where we're going. Because there's actually an exit from quasi-space that is very, very close to where we're trying to get to. Yep, see, that's why it pays to make a couple different saves. Because you never know when you're gonna mess up. Alright, let's see. Let's go ahead and save over that correctly. Now, technically speaking, we could have waited for... well... actually, no. 10 fuel probably wouldn't be enough. But technically speaking, we could have waited for... Oop. I don't think the suffix are going to last very long. Let's just check again where Delta Curtoris is. It's just south, and it should be, I think, the second star. Haven't attracted any attention from the regular Ur-quan yet. Alright, let's see what's in here. Alright, so this is what they're doing. You've got a huge Ur-quan fleet. I think you get a little bit close to it. And then you go to your manifest, your devices, and you talk to the talking pet. I think.
I sense the presence of my ancient slaves. It is time, Captain.
What now, Dinyari?
Oh gosh, gee, I don't know. Let's just sit here and talk a while, and ignore those thousands of dreadnoughts that are gonna cream us in a few seconds.
I'm scared, Dinyari. What if this doesn't work?
I'm scared, Denari. What if it doesn't work? My species have waited 200 centuries for this moment, so stop blubbering. Let's get to work.
Employ your powers. Confuse the Ur-quan.
Okay, now, whatever you do, once I've started, don't leave the star system. We've only got one chance at this. Let's make it good. Here I go. Oh.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna go. This is it. Actually, we might as well save the game here. We'll make a new save because chances are I am not going to do this correctly the first time. I am very, very skeptical. I have very little practice with the chmmer ship, so I'm probably not going to be very good at it, and I'm probably going to lose a lot of them. Huh? I don't understand. Why is this not working? Well, this is the final game here. Why don't we give him a talking to?
There is something wrong here. Something which makes my sheath retract and my talons dreams. I sense the ugliness of 1,000 evil thoughts. And I have located the source of these fetid emanations. They come from aboard your vessel. Foolish renegade human, why have you come here? All that you have found is your inevitable punishment. You may not approach the ancient Sumatra, the symbol of Ur-quan dominance. Your presence here is further violation of the slave laws, which your species have already violated so flagrantly. We cannot tolerate such insubordination. Your species' penalty shall be annihilation.
Oh boy. Well, we're going to see here. If I don't succeed the first time, you know, try again. We're going to go ahead and try with this one. And if I remember correctly, this is kind of a very cool ship.
Launch fighters.
Oh yeah, huh. Oh, crap. Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. I could have done that way better, but it was it did work quite effectively. It did. Ooh, well, the Ur-quan wants that one. Well, fortunately I have a lot of these ships, so we're just going to keep going for it. I think the best thing to do is just kind of get close. Wow, that is... Yeah, okay. So that, I don't know why I was missing so bad there. It's kind of hard to aim. Launch fighters. Yeah, that doesn't work too well. I might try one of those human vessels just for fun, for giggles. We have 6 of these ships to destroy. We've destroyed 2 of them already. Oh. That was really dumb on my part. Why didn't I have him start moving first? That was really, really dumb. But you can see it actually works pretty well. I should have been moving first. The Ur-quan ships are not very fast, so even though this isn't very fast either. Oh crap. That was lucky. That was very lucky. He's not nearly as good at fighting this guy here. Although it's not completely ineffective. It's not completely ineffective, really. Well, he's probably going to get me this time. Yep. Oh well, that was fun. We did get one more ship, so we only got 3 more to kill, so that actually shouldn't be that bad, considering how many of these other ships that we have. Where are you? Yeah, these chmmer vessels are pretty strong, even though we got hit a lot. They They still didn't. I didn't take that much damage, despite being hit so much. I'm just gonna go straight at him. Just gonna go straight at him. It doesn't matter if we lose all these things. It doesn't matter if we lose them all, because at this rate we will destroy those 6 ships before they are done.
Launch fighters.
Oh yeah? Goodbye. And those little defending robots on the outside are great. Look at that. They stopped all those. Oh man. If you get a little bit better at this, they definitely are. They're more than a match. Oh, I can converse, huh, with the Sumatra. Okay.
Okay, human. You made it past the Sumatra's guards, and now you can attack the vessel itself. So listen closely. The Sumatra is protected by a thick shell of fused asteroids, reinforced with a weak stasis field. You'll never break through that. The only opening through the asteroid shield is covered with a powerful force screen. One touch of that screen, you're history, Captain. To destroy the Sumatra, you'll have to destroy the shield generators embedded in the asteroid shell. To drop the force screen, you'll have to destroy all 8 of them. When the screen is down, bring in your flagship, move into the asteroid shell, and then press the big red button on your controls. That starts the detonation sequence. Your escape pod will eject automatically. Just hope you're far enough away before that ship blows. Okay, human, this is it. The last battle, your final moment of triumph. Don't screw up. In case you're wondering, I'm not going with you, Captain. I'm staying on board. Why, you ask? Because I'm locked in here, you idiot! Get me out! Help! Help!
No, he's gonna stay there. We can't bring him out with that Tallow device. He's too dangerous. He's also a jerk. Okay, we're gonna continue using some of these. And I don't know exactly how this map looks. Oh, I know what I have to do. Yeah, I think it's these red things. These green things here. This isn't going very well. I don't know how much damage I'm doing. I feel like I'm not doing much. Oh, I got one. These green orbs aren't too fun here. Okay, that didn't feel like it went too well. I only got one of those orbs. Now I'm a little bit nervous. Come on. It's very, very difficult to like get near it. But at least oh, got another one. Got another one. We're doing alright for now. I think it's like the opposite of those gravity things, like it's pushing me away, like I can't very easily stay on target to attack them. Ooh, got another one. It was worth it. I think I'll be able to do it this time. Got it. Okay. So now what we have to do, I think, is hyperspace this guy. You want to make sure you get rid of all the little projectiles coming out. Once the generators are gone, those projectiles are gone. You bring in your wonderful vessel you've used the entire time. It's going to be sad to see it go. And then you just kind of aim it in here. Okay. So now what? There's one of the races we didn't actually see. When I awoke, there was an angel floating above me. I knew I was dead. But if one has to die, I thought to myself, this was definitely the right way to be dead. That was about the time I heard Talana's voice, telling me to stop babbling and listen for a moment. She told me that the escape pod had almost been torn in half. I had been unconscious for over 3 weeks. But my crew and I succeeded in our mission. The force of the explosion, amplified by the chmmer crystals, had been sufficient enough to vaporize the Sumatra. Following the destruction of the Sumatra battle platform, the fleets of the Ur-quan and Korra had fallen into chaos, and had been vanquished by the chmmer forces and allied starships. Then Talana told me to sit up. She said there was something she thought I'd like to see. I pulled myself and looked around. I was in sickbay of the starbase, looking out over Earth. Beneath me throbbed the sick red glow of the Ur-quan slave shield. Talana smiled and said that for the past few days, the chmmer had been working on lowering the shield, and that it should be neutralized right about now. With a flare of incandescent light, the slave shield vanished. And for the first time in my life, I saw the true colors of Earth. Blues and greens in 1,000 different shades. As we watched, we could see the first signs of ships coming up from Earth. They lifted from the planet's surface to join us in space. The destiny of mankind had been delayed for over 20 years. But now our world was free and nothing could stop us. I stayed in that hospital for almost a month. But that day I watched the shield fall and beautiful Talana stood at my side. I'll never forget that day, not for the rest of my life. But grandfather, then what happens? Yeah, how did you get home? How long did it take before you and Grandma finally got married? Okay. Oh, while we intended to come right home, we got a little sidetracked. Talana and I didn't make it back here to Universal until almost 5 years later. But grandfather, what happened? Where did you go? And how did you find the Mark III, or Mark II? That, my children, is an entirely different story. Well, that's the end of the game. We will go ahead and watch the credits at a later video. We're not going to do it right now. Oh. Thank you for playing the Ur-quan Masters. This game has been brought to you by Frungy, the Sport of Kings. No, it wasn't. Yes, it was. Frungy has nothing to do with it. The game was about war, slavery, intolerance, heroism, justice, and the inevitable triumph of good over evil. Are you crazy? The developers got millions in Frungy endorsements. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. No, they didn't. Yes, they did. Did not. Did too. Did not. Did too. Did the game freeze? Oh, so you probably thought I was dead, didn't you? Well, I'm not. I got away from the ship at the last second. And now I'm really going to cause some trouble. In fact, that's what the sequel is going to be about. Yeah, that's the ticket. Me and my exciting adventures. As I conquer the galaxy for the greater glory of me. I will have action. It will have drama. It will have gratuitous alien sex scenes. It's gonna be great. Happy campers are the best. It is happy. Hold it. I'm getting sick of this stupid dialogue. Who wrote this stuff? A 5-year-old? Okay, I'll try it again. Happy campers are the best. It's good to smell you again. Okay.
Hello again, heroic humanoid. Ever since you returned the Ur-quan to us, everything has been wonderful. Just perfect. Within just 2 days, our factories will begin churning out appropriate facial appliances. And I have already picked out my first mask. The domino of unrivaled merriment. Yes, we are all ecstatic. Even the High Proctor gambles as she performs the exultant caper of revelation. Look how she leaps with the Ur-quan held high, how she twists, how she twirls, how she slips and tosses the Ur-quan into the air. Oh no!
Snort, I'm furious and ready to kill. Throughout this entire game, I've done nothing but bluster and threaten. I've had no opportunity to show my true skills as an actor, my depth and range. No one knows my sensitivity, my gentle interbeing. Snort, what if from now on I'm typecast? Whimper now, Spielberg. Oh, missed that one. Oh well. Ooh, I'm glad that's all over. That was tough, playing second banana to the Utwig. Now I'm hungry, but I'm sick and tired of sunlight, sunlight, sunlight. I was some real food. Like a hamburger, a steak, better yet. How about a dog? It's kind of entertaining that they threw this in at the end. In case you're wondering about me, don't worry, I'm doing fine. Yeah, I never even got to talk to them. In fact, I just talked to the designers and they have assured me that the sequel will be all about me. Isn't that great? They said they wanted to move away from the warrior mythos and expand it to the healer cycle. This may be a big chance. The only thing I'm not sure about is the new costume they want me to wear. They said this one would be really revealing. Oh, I see someone approaches, but who is it? Ho ho! It is the creature which I wrongly called a disgusting Ur-quan's limewad. And a cowardly slug spawn. And a pouchless lard log freak. And a leprous non-functional sex organ. And a wobbling phlegm-filled or-grunt belly licker. Ka! The human friend is returned. So what am I doing here, you ask? I'm trying to get some rest, that's what. I'll be lucky if I don't have a heart attack soon. You have no idea how hard it is to personally replenish an entire species. A final parting with our favorite secret of enlightenment, how sad. But wait, this doesn't have to be the end. We have established a conduit from the realms of our harmonic awareness directly to you. You can use the channel to us to ask questions about your past lives and your future destiny. Just call 1-900-PUNKRA. That's right, 1-900-PUNKRA. Only $2 per minute. Children and 18 can have parental permission before calling. So I suppose you're wondering what I'm doing at this control console. Well, I guess I can tell you now. I'm writing a screenplay. An interesting thriller, kind of a cross between Woody Allen, Angstfest, mixed with some Tob Hopper's best work. But actually, this is just my way of getting my wing in the door, you see. What I really want to do is direct. That's nice. I hope you know that the contract negotiations are going to be very rough. For my role in the sequel, yes. Rough indeed to begin with. I want 10% of the royalties, creative control over my dialogue, and a fat cut of the toy licenses. What? What did you say? The sequel is going to be all about me? How wonderful, what an honor, what a great chance to move up the ladder towards producer. Forget everything I said about license fees. It's an honor just to work with you. That's another race we didn't get to talk to. By the way, I'm probably going to go back to an early save, at least to get the dialogue for those two that we didn't even talk to. Blah, blah, blah. Mary had a little lamb. I like to hold fuzzy little animals and give them huggy wuggies. You are probably wondering why Ur-quan is saying such stupid things. Well, he isn't saying them. I am. That's right, me. The little guy down here in the corner. Since I've been stuck down here for this entire game, translating Submit or Die into about 100 different languages, I just thought to take this opportunity to express my feelings. You want to know what I think? I think this whole game would have been better if they'd done it as a musical. That's what I think. Did the designers listen to me? No. Let's see if that's the end of that, or if there's going to be more. I think that might be it. No, oh no, there's more. Oh no, it's one of those ultra gross humans again. Quick, hide your eye. Ah, look at the pulpy red thing in its mouth. How it wiggles and writhes like a wet bloodworm. And plays over the hard white nubs that protrude from its head bone. I think I'm going to be sick. Yeah, I think there's probably going to be more. We are the Ur-quan Korah, the followers of the path of now and forever. Your filth we shall cleanse. You will be annihilated. I mean annihilated. Cut, let's start over. Oh, I knew I read that kind of word. Hey, Mr. Director, can you please think of some other words besides annihilate? I mean, oh, what's the use? I give up. Is there any more? Well, I think the Spethy are still up. And the Arilu. Do you really believe Project Blue Book revealed everything the Army Air Corps knew? Do you know what really happened at Roswell, New Mexico in the late 1940s? Have you ever heard of about the Men in Black? Do you have any friends who have missing days? Do you sleep with your window unlocked? Be seeing you. I don't remember. I don't think they had a Spethy one in there. But I guess that's it. Anyway, guys, glad I was able to beat the game before it was over. I know I missed a few things. I don't think I'm going to go back and see everything. But I will at least load up an earlier save and go see the older, some of the two races at least that I didn't actually get to see. We're going to go and, at the very least, go have the dialogues with those guys. Even if we didn't get to do the whole thing. I do want to at least have the initial dialogue with them. But anyway, this video is probably long enough as it is, and I will see you next time. Thank you, folks. Later.